Hey, we're here at CES 2019 and the innovation doesn't stop. We're here at the Royole booth. I got Michael here, and this we've heard about for years. We've never actually seen, and now it's in the wild. It is a foldable LCD screen.
Correct. It's the world's first commercial foldable smartphone featuring a flexible display.
And it's really a smartphone or a tablet.
Correct. Actually, that's the beauty of it. So this really highlights the capability of flexible technologies. So the company is really founded on flexible display and flexible sensor technologies. We've incorporated both here, and this really is the showcase piece this year at the show for us.
Is it available now?
So we're actually shipping this in China, the first consumer models. It will be available globally, TBD right now, but coming soon.
If I'm correct, you're beating Samsung to the market with this, is that correct?
That's correct, we are the first.
I didn't see a need for this kind of product until I had it in my hands. I was like, who needs that? But now I realize it's a tablet, but really it's a phone. I can talk on the phone, I can do my phone things, or then I can spread it out into a full tablet, which is nice. It gives me a bigger screen, bigger area to type on, and I would imagine more processing power?
Absolutely, and it really showcases, again, the benefits of flexible technology. So now I've got two devices in one. So all the applications, all the use cases for a tablet, from entertainment content to playing games to doing business applications, I can use it as a tablet, but then I can fold it, and now it becomes a fully functioning smartphone.
And this is about a 7-inch screen.
7.8 inch.
7.8 inch screen when it's full, and then when it's folded in half, how big is each screen?
It's two different screen sizes, obviously, because we have the bezel on one side. Don't have the screen sizes on it right now.
Got it. Now, what about when you're making a phone call? I imagine it'll change into kind of phone mode, and it'll go back to tablet mode.
Correct. Yeah, and when you're placing a phone call, it becomes a phone. It's actually, you can reorient it to both sides of the display, right? So you can use both front and back screens.
Stereo speakers?
Stereo speakers, dual cameras. Also has notifications on the spine of the device.
Wow, very smart.
Very cool.
And what's the cost going to be on this?
Good question. We have a developer model price here in North America of $13.18. The consumer model, when it comes out, I don't have a price yet on it.
And the people who are developers can get it right now?
Yes, correct. We're shipping now. Figure 60 to 90 days for delivery.
How do people get in touch with you? Royole.com?
Royole.com.
Talk about the flexible screen technology and using it in other places. We see it in purses now that you have displayed, hats, all sorts of cool configurations.
Yeah, the sensors and the displays can be incorporated into a whole host of environments. So that's the beauty of the technology. We've identified a handful of categories from smart home, smart transportation, consumer electronics, sports and fashion, office and education, where we think they'll make the greatest impact, but it can be used in a whole host of applications.
It's very lightweight, it's very small. What's the battery life like?
Good question, don't know.
So Michael, what we've got here is a quad-core 2.8 gigahertz processor. It's a Qualcomm Snapdragon, as you mentioned, the 8 series. Is a 7.8-inch diagonal screen at its biggest, and you're right, it's 1920 by 1440 when it's fully expanded. That's the resolution. It's a 4.3 ratio, resolution ratio, right? So it's aspect ratio, and it's 308 pixels per inch. You've got 6 gigs of RAM. That's actually pretty good, and 128 gigs of ROM on board. So that's also nice as well. And it's got support for a micro SD card. And you can support a micro SD card up to 256, so you can add another 256 gigs of memory to it, or storage. And 16 megapixel camera in the front, plus a 20 megapixel camera in the back, with 1.8 f-stop aperture on the cameras, on both cameras. Autofocus, optical image stabilization, and flash are all in this device. That's a really powerful device, and I'm impressed.
Thank you. Happy you're impressed. We're very excited about it. We think it's a game changer.
It feels pretty robust in the hand. I thought it was going to feel slight, and like I would damage it easily.
Very solid. In fact, we're asked on a regular basis about how durable the screen is, how durable the device is. It can be folded.
Even on the spine, that's what I was worried about. But you can see I can't even. You've done a great job. I can't even make it like move the liquid crystal, and then when you make it flat, it's not flimsy. It's very.
It can be folded over 200,000 times, and we're asked on a regular basis about the screen. It's shatterproof. You know, I know like my wife breaks 2 phones a year. So the practical lifespan of it is actually considerably longer than a traditional smartphone because we remove the glass.
Yeah. 200,000 times is the foldable. I wonder if I could do that. How long do you think it would take me to do 200?
Be a few CESs before you get there.
Thanks so much.
Thank you very much.